can you see my screen okay here?
Yes, it's very fine.
Nice. All right. Tell me, you know, I guess introduction as a player. I see you've been playing for since like at least season 3.
Oh yeah, I've been playing since season 1. Since beta,
Baby.
I think.
It's nice.
Yeah,
And
kind of
I
on.
guess you know, I see you play a lot of Callisto. Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses.
All right. So I really enjoy playing Callista. But as you see, she's probably not the champion I win the most with. But I think I just enjoy playing her a lot, and I'd really like to improve at her.
Hmm?
I think that I'm decent at laning, and when it comes to team fighting, I just start ending a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah. The thing is, I used to duo a lot with a dear friend of mine. But I just started playing by myself this season. Since he stopped playing.
Oh,
Um,
feels bad,
and
man.
I find it a bit harder to track the jungler by myself and such. And you'll see that in the games.
Okay, so let's take a look then.
Yeah. If we start by game 3, that'd be nice.
Okay, this one, right?
Yes, exactly.
But let us see what's going on here. So Diamond EU West, I would assume, is like Diamond NA, and probably like Diamond Korea. So from what I've heard, should be pretty similar. So I think this is interesting because at this level of play, usually the people who go to the next level, like Diamond 3, Diamond 1, they do something. They like do something, some area of gameplay they do really well at. Like it could be laning, it could be mid game, it could be team fighting, but they got something beyond just like the regular Diamond 5, or I guess Diamond 4 now. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
it's always interesting to see, you know, how different Diamond players play, because everyone this is definitely the area with the most wide variety of mistakes for sure. This is spicy. Okay, let's back it up. Okay, let's start from here. This is important. It's only important because we're in diamond level already, so we should be talking about stuff like this, and we are going to see it soon if I recall correctly. What happened?
I fucked my E up.
Yeah. So there are mechanical ideas. I really like the idea though. It's just an execution thing. I don't know if this is like a one-time thing. Oh my god, what's going on? I can't draw.
I believe you'll see this happening more than one time, but not a lot. Usually I nail it. And then the thing is, I go to university, so I don't have that much time to play League of Legends. So that's why I might be thinking that Callista is too difficult mechanically of her champion for me. But I just enjoy playing her so much.
Okay, I see. Definitely an idea that you can make sure is clean just by, you know, overkilling, right? Make sure you overkill always. Like that was a lot better, right? Because you're pretty much guaranteed to do it. But lack of mana is gonna end up being a problem for Callista if you keep missing. So
yeah, that's true.
Definitely something to think about if it happens a lot of time. So okay, let's back it up. So they pushed it in, and we're letting it push into us, and we kill all this, right?
I think so, yeah.
Sure. And then you can base. That's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, not yeah.
It's just interesting how you got the tier 2 boots first.
Yeah, I see Reckless doing this a lot, rushing the tier 2 boots, and also I didn't think that I could straight up fight a Lucian Lulu lane with a Mark, so I just rather play around ganks and such with the mobility. And yeah, just tier 2 boots feel so good on Callista with the extra leap distance and such.
Sure. Probably.
Sometimes I go for the sustain and the Vamp Scepter.
Bad at all. We should talk about this. Okay. So I think we're seeing a lot of pressure ideas on Callista. You definitely have the right idea. We're gonna throw our spear at a minion, gonna run to kill it, and also throw our Q, right?
Yeah.
it might be an idea of consistency. Then, like, how do we make sure this like always works? Because every time you use your Q, you're gonna end up using mana, right? And it's gonna be important that you kind of have the what's it called? I guess consistency is the word. Like, does it work? Because a lot of times I think you might be missing. But one thing you can do is aim for a specific instance. Like when he wants his minion, you can throw the Q at him or something like that, right? Similar to how Azure Q functions. But I mean, it's honestly not even that big of a deal. I don't even know why I'm talking about it so much. I think it's because it's the only thing that's going on in this lane so far.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I'm not particularly good at skill shots. Also, why I play AD carry.
Uh-oh. Let's talk about this.
Yeah,
this is good to talk about.
For the ward.
Why'd you walk up to the bush?
This was definitely a mistake, and I realized this as soon as Lulu hit me. But yeah, I just wanted vision in the brush because I felt a lot of pressure from her being invisible and such. But yeah, I think I should have assumed that she would just be standing there. I think, I think I didn't mean to to jump in that direction exactly.
Interesting. Okay, so one good habit to help you with this kind of stuff is that let's say you want to ward this bush. What's the ideal spot to ward it from? Because the idea, maybe you're like, oh, we're feeling pressured from the bush, we should ward it. I think that's good. But maybe it's the execution that
yeah, I'd say I should ward it from where Callista is at this very moment.
Yeah, max, right? Like basically max distance, essentially, right? So, I'm kind of confused as to what happened here in terms of
I might have misclicked. I'm actually not even sure.
You like walked forward. That's like a habit here.
That's true.
You see that? This is why first person is really important, so that we can see how you do things, what you're looking at, and how you do things. So maybe this is like if you're feeling pressured from the bush, the first check is always, if I walk up to it, am I okay? And then and then after that you can like say yes or no, and then you can walk up and ward it, right? So for example, a lot of times at the lower ranks you'll see people like, I want to ward this bush against Blitzcrank, and then they get hooked and die, right? So it's obviously not the same case here. It's just now instead of getting hooked, you're gonna get traded on. And is trading okay here? Definitely not, right? You're just losing the trade. You're losing the trade to Lulu, you're losing the trade if Lucian comes in. There's now Lee Sin can't even gank, right?
I fucked the lane up here.
Yeah, so now you're gonna lose this river fight. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. So laning might be something to look at just in terms of cleaning things up, right? You have the right ideas. We want to throw spears after we run the minion. We're gonna try and harass. We're gonna try and ward this bush, but maybe the way you do it, you might have some habits that prevent you from actually doing it, right? Like maybe throwing your spear without aiming a particular point, like he's gonna last hit, or sometimes you don't run the minion, so you lose a lot of mana, or you like get too closer to the bush than necessary, right? Things like that are, I want to say, like the more you play, the less that kind of stuff will happen, right?
Yeah, I get it. Just quick question: are you recording this?
Oh yeah. I'm
okay.
So.
Yeah.
This is good to talk about too. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that I disrespected Lucian here a lot, and Lulu, with Morgana being out warring.
And
this was where they turned the lane, I feel, because
what happened. I guess let me slow it down. It's gonna be really interesting. This is all habitual stuff. Like at this level. Like if I ever play at this level, I always punish like the habitual stuff like this, right? You're about to see it, right? So in this picture, what are you thinking about here?
I want to last hit those 2 juicy minions.
Yeah. Okay. So let's check it out. So the reason why it's important is because I know and he knows that you're gonna get this no matter what happens, right? Because you're just looking at it. This is like a habitual thing at this level. So, what is he going to do? He's just going to fight you, and you might not be prepared for it. But not only that, does he win this 2v2 all in?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so, right? It's like
also okay, I think he has Cutlass. Yeah, he Cutlass.
Flash. He has he could get hit by everything, and it's still likely you're still going to lose, right? So definitely ideas of you know, this
Yeah,
you want to make sure that these minions, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter in solo queue. This you get this, you don't get this. As long as you're getting the XP, it doesn't matter, right? Just don't miss the ones that are free. And so if these don't matter, what should you focus on instead of last hitting?
Maybe securing the vision in the brush, or just staying back, not getting caught.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Ideas like map awareness, or even like 2v2 matchup ideas, right? Like, you know, where's their jungle and how do we play this 2v2, right? If their jungle is not here, or how do we play this 3v2 if our jungle is here, right? So, I mean, if everything is a bunch of stuff going on mid, how do you play this 2v2?
Definitely go in. I think you'd consider Morgana a catch support by your terms with her Q. So we'd go in when she lands a nice binding on Lucian.
Agreed. Or maybe you can, like, if you have to all in, maybe you have to lead with your ulti so she can land her bind, right? But honestly, he's gonna dash it or flash it and you guys are doomed. So there's no way, right? We have to go. Morgana has to go first. So this is just, you guys just automatically get pooped on here. There's nothing you can really do, right?
No.
So it's unfortunate. It was more of a, you know, you were focusing on last hitting more than making sure this matchup idea goes right. Oh my god, what? How did he die? Are you serious? He walks back into tower. You see that?
Yeah. I didn't think that would happen either when I played the game.
Interesting. So definitely we have some lane ideas we want to be working on. Okay, your Lee Sin is trolling, but okay, rip. This is turning into a feels bad. This is great now, except this Lucian could have killed you. This is more Kalista stuff. When do you need to ult this Morgana, and how do you know?
I think I should have ulted her earlier for the engage.
Okay, so how early are we talking about here?
No.
Immediately, essentially. When
the binding hits, yeah.
So it's very much a you play Kalista, right? There are certain patterns you see that have, you know, most effective ultis, right? You want to do it before your support uses anything or after your support uses everything, right? So that's one of the cases where you know, if you do it too late, this dude is actually killing you. But that was a really nice dodge. You see this? That's a really nice dodge by you. That's why you lived.
That's pretty lucky, I think.
It was your subconscious natural dodge by Kalista, you know. Okay,
let's just say that. Oh yeah, this is terrible.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Let's talk about this. What's going on here?
Yeah, I really wanted to recall. I did not want to fight this at all. And these guys, we all ended here. You see, he will get us all three of us.
Why do we walk up here? You know, we're trying to help, right?
Yeah.
So it's very much an idea of okay, so there's like so whenever I see something like this, it doesn't look great. Well, here there's potential. This is like, maybe we can do this, right?
Yeah.
At what point do you know it's fucked? It's fucked.
when the Lee Sin and Morgana wipe the queue.
Dude, if they miss everything, like, we gotta stop everything going on right now. Otherwise, they could have just flashed on him without using anything, right? So it's just Omega Doom. Don't even try and help this. Like, there's no way you can say, like, oh, you're supposed to predict that he's gonna Q RU, but realistically speaking, you're never gonna get this guy, right?
No.
If your team misses everything, right? Similar to how if you're playing Kalista and you mess up your ulti or something, you fat finger it, then we're like, okay, let's not start this dragon anymore, or let's not try and fight. Let's wait for ulti, right? It's always if you see some kind of disaster going on, don't try and continue it. So definitely habitual things we're seeing here in terms of, there's a fight going on, you feel like you need to help, so you go, or there's a CS that's low, you feel like you need to kill it because that's your job as an ADC, is to kill CS. But maybe you might be you know, you might want to start looking at ideas like questioning your first reaction to certain situations, right? Like, your first reaction here is, let's push this, right? And then this Olaf is like, oh shit, what is this, right? This guy came out of nowhere. You can beat this guy, by the way, I think. Oh, okay, this is definitely related to what we talked about earlier. Why is it related?
Because I fucked the E up again.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely a Kalista thing. I think you just, if this keeps happening, you just need to practice to like 5 minutes every day until it's not really a problem. Because I think it's happening too much. Where It needs to be clean. Okay, it needs to be clean. Some things that can help with that are like, okay, you can try and aim the minions in the back that aren't being hit by your minions, or a melee minion that's not getting hit by your ranged minions, right? But you need to come up with some kind of method to not miss your rend. Otherwise, you have problems in lane and even out of lane. So, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Any what do you think? Any ways for us to work on this?
Definitely practice tool, but also I'd say just play some more games.
Right.
Yeah, because recently I've only been able to play like a game a day of Kalista and try harding AD carry.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Push this in. This is great to talk about. All right, you see this? What should we do in this example?
I think what I'm about to do is go bot and clear wave, but I perhaps rotate mid with Morgana, react to their bot lane at least.
Okay, let's talk about like why you would do either. So why would you go mid here? What are some reasons to go mid here?
To make sure that they don't get the mid turret. If they send their bot lane mid, then I just like to react. But
Wait,
but I think
how did they get the mid turret though?
yeah, but now that I see, they'd probably be having difficulties doing it against an Orianna.
Alright, sieging is very unlikely to happen unless they can dive for some reason, like they have an Alistar or something. Who knows? Okay, so any other reason to go mid?
To get
Like what possessed you to go mid?
maybe to make a play with my ult.
Okay, yeah. How come that doesn't really work here though?
We're pretty far behind as a team, and they're stronger just overall.
Well,
And
what are you gonna ulti?
Well, okay, Morgana is at base, so that's I'm not really able to press that button.
Yeah, she's
at
not
the
even
moment.
here, right?
No. But yeah, I think I just look for some farm and find a way to get back in the game at this moment.
Right. So our preferred option would definitely be let's go bot, right?
Yeah.
Now the reason why we're talking about this is because you see this?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I try to react because I see them chasing Orianna and go mid. Yeah. This is just kind of autopiloting, I think.
Right. It's
Not,
I mean being here is actually ends up being good because they popped the Rift Herald, but your first instinct to go mid, it doesn't really make as much sense, right? Like we would unless our lanes are pushed out, we need to be making sure that we push out these lanes, right? Until we push this out, then we can look to maybe help this, whatever this is. Because let's say they're just pushing mid and Orianna comes back and then she just, sits at the tower. Does going mid like do anything? Are you guys trying to force a 5v5? It doesn't really make much sense, right?
No.
It's not a consistent idea. But then they popped Rift Herald, so being here was actually really good. Being here has actually 200 IQ because they popped the Rift Herald, but now we have like a reason to be mid, right? We need to kill this Rift Herald no matter what, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this thing's dead. Sure, I don't know what's going on mid, but you just want to go by here. This is just a bunch of random stuff going on. Seems good. You guys do not want to fight. Okay. Okay, this is really awkward. Well, nice try. Okay, and then we go bot. Good. And push this out. Oh, hold on. If you're afraid of this guy, that's fine. I think he's pretty weak though. Oh, he has a lot of armor, huh? Wait, where are you going? Go back bot. Okay, good. This guy's just this guy's trolling.
Yeah, he's not too hot this game.
Oh, this perfect. You can take this tower if you want. Thank God. Okay, good. Very good. Gotta play the Ring King. We got a Zeo. Okay, we can push up mid. And we gotta go to top, right? we're seeing a recurring theme here. I mean, if you think that Orianna is fine in silent, you would prefer mid. This is fine, right?
Yeah,
but I think that maybe Orianna would prefer mid. Who knows?
Orianna went face rush, and I think that enhances her ability to be in a side lane. But I'm not confident in that.
Yeah, I'm not confident in that either. I'm more concerned about your interaction with Zoe. So, who interacts with Zoe better? Essentially, because Zoe's gonna be the one going mid. All right, this game is a fucking disaster. Apparently.
Yeah.
There's gonna be the same. There's gonna be a similar idea here, where your first instinct is to just come help this, but this guy is so doomed that if you walk up to hit this guy, he's just gonna kill you, right?
Yeah, he's very fast.
You need your Morgana here. Okay, very nice. Ulti her too. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Oh, we do have a problem with rending though. I want you to think overkill. All right, overkill is the most consistent way to make sure it goes well. And nice, you guys get the Baron. I mean, that was a good debate on the Graves.
Yeah, I think I missed the E up because I'm used to the Ginsu's build, which does a little bit more of E damage.
I see.
But could you elaborate on the Zoe interaction with Kalista? Like, it's just
so like if you know who their mid laner is gonna be, if you know who's gonna be clearing mid, like let's say that's Xerath, right? And you have Orianna, Kalista, Morgana. Who wants to be mid? Or maybe you would want to send the Kalista Morgana so they can force on the Xerath, right? And you wouldn't want Ori mid because she's gonna get poked out. Or maybe something like if they have a Zoe and you guys are like, oh, our Black Shield is gonna be really effective against her because you think Morgana can Black Shield it. Good luck. But let's say we think Morgana can Black Shield it. We would send a duo mid, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah,
if you have if either one can go mid, who do we put mid then? So. I mean, and you're like, if she has phase rush, maybe she'll do in a side lane. I think that's fine too. That seems like sound reasoning to me. It's just you always want to come up with some kind of reason to make a decision either way. Oh my god, they're just all dying here. Okay, so far so good. I think the only main areas were laning, and laning is probably the big one, right?
Yeah, so far. Yeah. You'll see more.
Okay, here we go. Team fighting. Oh, and your instinct to just help anything is you might want to be like, there's a cutoff point to being like, what can you not help? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's not helpable? So
I definitely agree. Yeah, I think that's a difficult part though, because when you don't go in, people can be kind of upset.
Oh yeah, you just mute them. They it's not like a lot of times you can't do anything. So imagine if if this is a bronze player and he was like, why didn't you block for me, right? It still doesn't make sense.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Okay. Oh, we have a lot of the same okay, seems like this is becoming a recurring problem, something like this. Okay, so okay, this is a Kalista thing. All right, so for Kalista, right, unless you can hit something, you can't move on this champion. It's like a Yasuo or an Aurelia in the sense that the only way you can move is with this Q, right?
Yeah.
So if you get too close and they go on you, there's no way out unless you can throw a bunch of auto attacks and kite backwards. And the reason why we're talking about this is because this happened twice in this game so far, where you're getting to the point where you can't leave. You're like committed to this because he's gonna jump on you, and you don't have a response here, right? Because you don't actually win this. So what's the idea here? The habit is that we might be walking up without making sure it's safe to walk up. Right, especially on our champion. Different champion could be different things. Like Ezreal could be safe if he E's out, or if I was Kog'Maw, this is definitely not safe, right? You see where we're getting at. So for Kalista, you want to make sure that in unfavorable situations you're not too far up, because then you can't leave. Right? This guy actually is actually dying here if he has flash, right?
Yeah, that's true. I've actually never thought of it that way.
Yeah, your champion can't leave. If you ever see Kalista and the enemy team is playing Saber, I mean, have you ever seen that one where they just run you down? That used to be a classic in NA where Saber was picked into Kalista. So you press R in the and then you run her down in the mid game. That was really interesting. Unless Kalista could turn it around somehow, she can't leave. So definitely something to think about is when you walk up, you can't run away, right? You can only really. Oh wow, let's watch this. You were really trying to save her here.
Yeah.
Man, that might be worth. Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe it was worth. Oh, yeah, actually, pretty good. I was gonna say if you can get some kind of value off this ulti, but this grade is kind of scary, so it's not happening. Sure, I don't know why we're chasing this guy. Okay, let's back it up. Why are we chasing this guy? Hold up. Can we catch him? Is this doable? This is doable, right?
I think they get him. I can't recall. Oh yeah.
Oh, the pentakill. Yes. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
No, that was why we were chasing.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, and then go Baron side. Okay. Okay, let's watch this. Okay, let's back it up a little bit. This is kind of interesting. So Baron's coming up, right? We also want to kill all these minions, right? So far it makes sense, right? Now, when do you want to be? Okay, if you base, what happens? I guess if you base late, what happens?
They get priority on the Baron.
Right. And why? The reason why we're talking about this is because you clearing mid is not bad. You still have time to base and come back. But if you clear top as well, you see how your team is 4v5 here.
Yes.
So you're not allowed to base here in the sense that if you base, it's likely something really bad could happen. Okay, good, you didn't base, but if you had base and your team did that, holy shit, that could have been team is not on the same plan somehow. Oh, this is really awkward too. Riven's dying. Oh shit, what is going on? Yeah, this is like a one of those another habit you could develop here is make sure you know when your team needs you, right? Let's say you're like 0 and 10, and even if you base and come back, you're still useless. Then you could like farm everything as much as possible, right? Let's say you're 10 and 0, and then you do this, and your team contests Baron, your whole team's gonna die, right? So definitely ideas of think about like the next what you guys are trying to do right now, and how do you accomplish it. So if you guys are trying to get Baron control, how do we do it? We need a base now and go, or I can kill one wave and then go, but you don't want to clear everything and then base and then go, right? Because then you're too late. So maybe ideas of what are we supposed to be doing next can help a lot. But we kill these guys. Nice. Your whole team is oh wow, Ghana survived here.
Yeah, barely.
Wow. Okay. Third. And then we're trying to stop this Baron. Maybe doable. We're having a lot of the same idea here, right?
Yeah.
When you get to a certain point, when you're too close, you can no longer leave. That's a really important idea to have, I think, on Kalista, because he keeps doing that to you. So, okay, this is awkward. You guys are just you guys need to leave. Sure. Okay. I mean, maybe you can hold the Baron, hold off the Baron. Wow, what is going on here? I don't know what's going on, but this looks doable, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, let's watch this. Okay, we can talk about this. This is Kalista stuff. If you want to get closer, how do you do it?
By running or auto attacking.
Alright, which one's faster?
Auto attacking. I'd say.
Yeah, you wanna hit the minions and jump forward, right? That's a Kalista thing for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then get his Graves. Oh my god, it's doomed. Please, Riven. Okay, thank god. And is this doable? Probably not. Oh, yes it is. I lied. Oh, we're going to town. Let's go. Okay, nice. Okay, push mid, sure. So the team fighting is not bad, right? From what we've seen so far. Honestly, the this half of the game has been not bad at all. I think the only major thing is make sure you're not late to whatever you need to be, wherever you need to be, right? Like your team needs to get Baron control, and you're basing when everyone is running there. It doesn't make as much sense, right?
Yeah,
But
I agree.
overall, it's not bad.
But
Pretty good.
I think I remember feeling that I didn't have that much of an impact this game. All I do is pretty much alt Morgana and pick up some easy kills. But yeah, maybe it's just because Lucian kept clapping me.
Right, exactly. You took out all your health or
Yeah.
you're late to bear, and those are like the parts where you felt like you couldn't do as much, right? And then this team fight was honestly just this is solo queue, right? We're diving, so unlikely to be. I mean, it can work, but your job in the dive is what?
Stay back or hit the turret or.
You need to kill the tower, right? Unless
Yeah.
it's obvious you can do something, you want to be hitting structures, and then if you think you can't finish, let's get out of here, right? So, feels bad. So yeah, this is kind of awkward. You guys, like, how do we know you can't get this inhibitor?
We don't really have the resources to commit to it. I mean,
yeah, that's about it, right? It's like it's kind of similar to how when your team missed their abilities and you guys are chasing graves, right? Your team you can do stuff based on what your team is able to do on average. So here, your team can't actually do anything, we would say, right? So this is just like this is like 2v4 basically. Honestly, this Morgana can't really do anything either, right? So you guys just needed to leave, but maybe ideas of what you can and can't do are relevant, because for example, this Graves is only strong because of that 3v1 chase, and the only reason why you guys didn't end up winning that situation was because you guys stayed for some reason to try and get the inhibitor. So maybe figuring out what your team is up to / what your team can do is gonna be really. Oh, that was disgusting. It's gonna be relevant. Wow, nice. That was really good. Let me get the Baron. Jesus. Dude, if I were you, I would want out of this game right now. Go push. Okay, and then it's just some random fighting. If you guys can kill him here, you guys win. You guys can't kill him here, let's leave. Oh, okay. Watch this. Okay, nice. Here we go. You ready? You see this?
Yeah.
What's the habit here? This is a really common habit at this level. I want you to watch this whole team fight. Let me slow it down. There's one very important habit here. It's gonna be relevant from this elo on to no matter what level you play at, right? So I'm gonna watch this. So here we're killing Olaf, right?
Yeah.
What is your first instinct after he dies?
Well, I move to try and get some more kills, and then I get caught by the Zoe bubble.
Right. What's your immediate assumption once you kill this dude?
I assume that we win the fight.
Yeah, you keep going, right? The assumption is, hey, we just killed a dude. Let's keep going. And why is this a trap?
Because I haven't paid attention to their backline, and it looks like they're doing pretty well.
Right. You need to reevaluate. Like, if you haven't been paying attention to this while you were killing Olaf, you need to pay attention to it now before walking forwards. This is actually a common trick, or not even a common trick. This is a common habit that pretty much every ADC player has had at one point. Is let's keep going without checking the situation. Right? You could be by yourself and you'd be like, let's keep going because you just killed a dude. So this is one of those. You don't step forward until you know what's going on here. Right, and especially with Callista is that, like we said, once you're in a certain area, you can no longer leave. Right, you're gonna get run down. So yeah, definitely. Here's a good way to put it. You wanna stay, in a safe spot until you know you should help. How does that sound? Because I think with the Graves thing is also kind of relevant. But team fighting for sure. We don't really want to assume. We don't want to assume winning, if that makes any sense, right? Never assume winning. Otherwise, if you run forward when you guys are actually losing, you're just gonna actually lose the team fight. Like, you know, this dragon could have been yours. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Let's say we kill this guy, and then we see what's going on. This Morgana is dead as hell. Let's leave. And then you camp this dragon. What do?
They might face check it.
All right, it's likely they'll face check it, right? And then you have some opportunities there. Like, you know, even though Zoe is really obnoxious, maybe Orianna can land some QW poke while you guys are retreating, or you guys will have, you know, priority over the dragon essentially, right? Or at the very least, it won't be 4v3 at the dragon, right? Maybe it'll be 4v4 still at a disadvantage, but you know, it's not gonna be. You're gonna be able to do something. But if you lose team fights like that, then you're gonna lose structures, barons. You know, I think a lot of times you'll lose the game. Oh, man, you're crazy. Okay, yeah. What do you think happened here?
I definitely disrespected his damage.
Yeah, he's just gonna kill you, right?
I did not see that coming.
This is a also a late game idea. Also, a Kalista thing is, how do you kill people? How do they kill people? All right. So how does Kalista kill people?
By stacking up a bunch of rent stacks.
Yeah, very basic. You just auto attack and you press E. And then how about now that speed we would say is medium. Like how fast you kill someone, I would say that's medium, right? And what I mean by medium is like it's medium amount of time, like average amount of time. Like what's fast? Fast is like you have an example of fast. What do you think?
Baker or Syndra's ult or something like
that.
Just,
right. How about ADCs?
Immediate ADCs. Yeah, Lucian combos.
Lucian, who else?
Maybe someone who can make a big crit, like a Caitlyn trap or.
Oh, Caitlyn trap or Caitlyn net, I guess. True.
Yeah. I can't really.
It's like Draven, I guess.
You can say Draven, fast, of course.
Right?
Draven.
That's disgusting. He just hits you.
And maybe an Ice Israel burst or something.
Yeah, but he would have to hit you, right? It's like these guys are guaranteed fast, right? So like slow would be like Ashe with no Q. That's like the slowest, probably the slowest, right? So how you interact with other late game ADCs is important. You can say Tristana. You can say Tristana is pretty fast, faster than you. It's really is it faster than you or slower than you is the question. And if they're faster than you and you go on them, they're gonna kill you first, right? So that's an idea here where you try to make this happen. You try to like get close no matter what. Like you prioritize getting close, but he's just actually gonna kill you, right? So yeah, basically Lucian combos faster, especially with press the attack. So he just died, and then I think maybe some Kalista, maybe some like general rules would help a lot. Stuff like, you know, don't approach until you know that it's safe or you guys are fine, and stuff like make sure you know how your champion interacts with the enemy champion, like Lucian versus Kalista. He dashes on you and you can't get away, you're gonna lose unless you can kill him, right? Because you can no longer leave. That kind of stuff is actually seems pretty important at this level apparently. Let's see. I mean, overall, I think a lot of things you're doing are really good. It's just there needs to be some habits do need to be fixed, like the whole team fighting one we talked about, right? And the whole helping your team when it doesn't make sense, right? Oh, this is a good example, right? I think this is a good example.
Yeah.
He just touches you and you die, right?
Yeah.
Feels bad, man. Yeah. So I think you might have baited your team there into dying. Oh no. So yeah, like trying to do things that don't work, like helping your team in XYZ, I think are becoming I think we're seeing happen a lot, to be honest. Let's keep going. I just want to see the last fight. And see the next game, see if we have the same ideas. Here's a good thing you can work on for Kalista is we haven't seen it as much this game, but if you're hitting the front line, and he's 0 threat to you, who should you be looking at?
The backline to
perfect example.
Evaluate the fight.
Yeah, I'll be looking at this Lucian. He can kill you right now, for example. You see how this works? Right?
Yeah.
I think you're dead to Zoe here, by the way, if you're not careful. Oh my god. You see this? Hold up.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're actually dead there. So that's something you could work on, especially with Callista, because this happens, I would say, quite frequently, where you hit the front line, they can't do anything about it. You just need to look at these guys, right? That could be something you could work on too. And you just stare at Lucian or Lulu. She's gonna polymorph you, right? That kind of stuff. And let's actually see what's going on in this team fight in general. Okay, this is good to talk about. This is great to talk about, actually. So what's the problem here?
I'm not sure about that.
Is there a problem with this example here?
Perhaps that we might get trapped in their base.
Okay. I'm not sure about trapped, but more of a, what are you guys trying to do here?
Get the inhibitor.
How likely is this to work?
Oh, probably pretty unlikely, because they'll be able to force a fight. I guess we just thought that Graves and Riven were like the big carries, and they kind of canceled each other out when they died.
Right? You know, yeah, they're the big carries. They cancel each other out. So now who wins this? Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Isn't this like it's almost like a coin flip in the sense that there's no real reason to do this except that the inhibitor is close by. And the reason why it's important to talk about is because this guy isn't even worth a champion, right? Why is he not worth a champion?
He's low on HP, and Lee Sin is very difficult to execute in the late game.
Yeah, low HP is important. What's the most important thing about Lee Sin in the late game?
If he can get the insect, then
yes, if you can get the insect. Okay, yeah. So how come you can't get the insect?
Because Lucian is difficult to hit, and they have Lulu who can.
Oh, there's a bigger reason than that right now.
What
do you need for insect?
Either flash or a ward.
There's a bigger part of it of insect.
Oh, ult. The ult. He doesn't have the.
Yeah, no ulti, right? Yeah. Why is Morgana useless here?
She doesn't have her ulti either.
She doesn't have ulti.
She's about to miss her Q.
Yeah, she's about to miss her Q. Okay, who's the only person on this team that can do anything?
Orianna.
I agree. Only Orianna. Okay, how about their team?
Definitely Lucian and Lulu, and
yeah, this is pretty scary, right?
Olaf is just a tank at this point.
So yeah, he doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
So okay, they got two people that can do something. And then what about Zoe?
She can definitely do something.
Yeah, she can definitely do something. So we know that there's 0% chance you get it. You can actually take it if they let you, and then they run you down, right? So there's no way that this is gonna work unless Ori lands this massive shockwave, right? She even landed the massive shockwave and you guys lost, right? So it's 0% chance you guys are gonna win this. And it isn't that, hey, you need to be thinking about this in the game, like, oh, calculate, Lisa no ulti, whatever. It's more of a, how do you know you can get the inhibitor and get away? Because if you can't, you automatically lose. You see what I mean? That's like the habit for players at this level is, if you're close by, you feel like you can be able to do something, but it doesn't actually work unless you make sure it works. You know, you have to make sure it's clean before you actually do it, because this is just gonna happen every time. If you guys try and take something that's close by, it's just, the game can go either way, right? It's not really consistent in the sense that you can come out with a win most of the time. So let's see. Do you want to see the next game, the Callista game, or a different champion?
The Caitlyn game.
All right, let's see. So I think so far we've seen ideas of trying to maybe like not a okay, the habit I think you would want to develop is like figure out what you're trying to do next, and make sure you're sure that you can get it done, or don't actually commit to the idea until you know you can get it done. For example, the whole next we want to do Baron, right? So how do we do it? Okay, I have to base at a certain amount of time. Or next, we want the inhibitor. Can we actually get it? And the answer is probably no, right? Or you want to help your team fight this. Does it look good or does it not look good? Right? You want things to look clean. Is the ideal in solo queue.
All right.
What do you think about that idea? Does it kind of make sense or not? Not really.
No, I think it makes a lot of sense. It definitely some things I need to work on. I think I've been too focused on like my own champion, and I need to start thinking about evaluating the whole team fight and the resources of every champion instead of just my own.
Yeah. I think there's
I've never really thought about that.
The mechanics were like, you didn't actually lose any fights. We talked about like, oh, missing E, missing Q, whatever. But you didn't even lose. You didn't lose a single fight due to mechanics, right? It was only ever because you're either too far forward or you guys were trying to do something that was impossible, right? It was all decision-making based, we would say, which is good because if there are mechanical problems at this level, it's going to be hard to work on it, right? But the mechanics aren't really the problem here. And that's the most case for most people at this level, from my experience.
Oh. I really think it was the other way around.
Really? You thought the mechanics were the problem?
No.
The mechanics of oh, okay, I see. Yeah. No, it's really like most people can like if you watch like a good example. Do you know who Dopa is?
Yes, I watch the Mid Beast reviews.
He's a great example. Like his mechanics aren't insane, but he's an insane player, right? Just because he's a brain player. So we don't really like mechanics aren't really the next step for you. I feel like it's very much an idea of how to keep things clean, and I think a lot of times you're going with the flow in the sense that whatever happens, we just react to it, right? Instead of trying to figure out what we want to do next. Okay, this so far so good. You're just poking the hell out of them. You're making them upset, right? So that's great.
Yeah, the Cillian did very well.
Very nice. That was clean. That was a clean 8 minutes. Good shit. Okay, let's keep going. This guy is never gonna be able to land the hook on you. Hey, Lamau.
I hope not.
Oh, let me watch this.
I can recall.
Oh, okay, sure. Rengar is top side. I mean, if you guys think you're fine against Flash Flay, you can do whatever you want. Fast forward. Oh, here we go. Let's watch this. This is a fight. Oh, this is easy. As long as Zillion can get his ulti off, this is easy, right? Very good. Oh, so good. Well, up until the ulti, but this is so good. Good shit. I'm so happy you didn't use your net or anything. Oh my god. If you had tried to like net to kill him or something, I'd be like not like this, but it was really good. Good stuff.
What was wrong with the ulti?
Oh, if you can kill him without using ulti, you should.
Okay, so I should do the flash here.
You should net forward, and then when he flashes, you can ulti, right? Because if you do this and it gets blocked or something, or there's some chance he gets away, that would be really unfortunate. But it's okay. I think overall, not bad at all. What? This guy didn't. Oh, okay. He's trolling. Okay.
No, I think I touched. Yeah.
Oh no, you're trolling. No, no. You're dead here. You're so dead here. Oh, Rek'Sai's chasing run. You got a base, dude. No, you're dead here. Oh, oh my god, you're out. Okay, yeah, don't flash for that. All right, let's wait. Okay, let's take a look. I used to do this all the time. Okay, so if you ever watch, I mean, I could kind of somewhat relevant to Dopa, but when we make a flash play as an ADC, right, and it doesn't work out, how bad is that?
It's terrible.
It's awful, right? You're so doomed. So you need to make sure that if you do make flash plays, you have some kind of reasonable doubt. And from a glance, if you saw his HP, you can't kill him with one auto attack, right? Or maybe you can kill him, but we don't want maybes, right? In solo queue, what do we want in solo queue?
We want the safe place.
It like needs to work. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't have to be safe. You just have to think that it works for whatever reason. No, I mean, I guess it's safe if you think it works every time, but yeah, you need to make sure it works. Otherwise, it's gonna it's gonna build a bad habit slash I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of problems.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of problems. Okay, well, so far so good. Not. I mean, sure we shouldn't use flash in that way, but hey, sometimes that happens. It's not gonna be the end of the world, right? You just kill this guy and then you can ulti Ezreal. Oh no! Okay, this is a Caitlyn. This is a Caitlyn thing, right? And if it can be blocked, don't even bother. Unless you're trying to make him like block it and you think this is good, don't even try. You just want to kill this guy so you can ulti the Ezreal, right? This is a Caitlyn habit. You don't want to do this. If someone is low, it's always going to be blocked. Okay, that's what you should think. Unless it's physically impossible for them to block it. Okay, just pushes down. Sure. I don't know what happened mid, but that's not good at all. Okay. Watch this. Okay, we're going top. Sure. Wow, you were about to die there for sure. What happened here?
I could have died there.
So, definitely a good thing to talk about is this. Right? So, how do we say this? Okay. What's the default for getting vision? What do you think? What's our default strategy?
Well, probably I should check the minimap to see if it's safe.
Okay, and then let's say default strategy around minion waves. Do you get it before you push, after you push, or during you push?
After the push.
Right, after you push, generally speaking, right? Why do we do after?
Because then they'll have to react to the minion wave.
Yeah, and what happens when you see them on the tower?
We know it's safe to go ward.
Exactly. So that's basically what's going on here. Is that this needs to be your default. So unless you think you can get here before they can, and then you can ward or whatever, it doesn't make sense to ward first, right? This is how you get caught. They're just sitting here for you until proven otherwise, and then they were just sitting here waiting for you, right? So you need to make sure that when you push, still wait to go ward until you see someone, and then you can go ward, right? That's gonna make your life infinitely easier. This is just another what their champion does. I'm surprised you didn't actually just lose all your health in a second, but let me see.
I think I died here.
He's trolling. There's no way. He's trolling. Do you see what he did?
The Aurelia?
Yeah, do you know Aurelia? Do you know the Aurelia combos?
Oh yeah, he queued before he got the mark.
Yeah, dude, what is he doing? That was easily Zilean ulti, right? And then into a hook on top of your dead body. So yeah, make sure, like, here's the thing, is I think a lot of times for some reason, like, a lot of times you're safe, and a lot of times you're like the opposite of safe, where like you're in range of them being able to do something on you. All right, so make sure that you're always err on the side of being safe than not safe, if that makes any sense. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of times you're like really
maybe
far
she
up.
tried to queue the minion. We had a low health minion right beneath me.
She queued you instead. I don't even know. Right. That's pretty troll though.
Yeah, it was just troll.
Here's an idea. Here's an idea. Okay, so I want you to focus on what they're trying to do. What can their champion do to engage on you? I think is a good way to put it, because I think you're almost always surprised when it happens, right? You're not really. I don't think you're really prepared for when Lucian's dashing on you or Aurelia's dashing on you or whatever. I think you need to make sure that we know how they can engage on this and how to respond, right? So let's say you don't really have a response. We should just stay at the default hit from max range, right? Or even make sure we're safe before we hit at max range. But kind of maybe a mechanical idea of predicting what their champion can do is gonna help a lot too. Okay, that was really good that you didn't. That was really good that you didn't go hit that tower. You were actually gonna get flashed on, right?
Possibly, yeah.
You're definitely getting flashed on, I'm sure. Okay, just push this out. Sure. Oh, we see 3 bot. Okay, let's talk about this. This is part of the map awareness idea, right? So why did I mention this?
Because I should feel more safe. I play too safe here.
Yeah, too safe here, right? You could have hit him here because he's trolling. You need remember what do they need to do to beat you? What do you think?
Get the hook
Yeah,
onto
you
me.
need a hook, and there's no way Ezreal can burst you with his ulti if you have flash. So, can you hook in this case?
No, I should be fine behind
Right.
our minions.
And if Rek'Sai was here, what does he need to hit you with?
The Rek'Sai?
Like if Rek'Sai was here, what does Thresh need to hit you with?
Either the Flay Flash or his Q again.
Yeah, it's just Flay now, right? All of a sudden, it's just Flay. But since we see Rek'Sai and we see the rest of the team, it's just Hook. So, maybe ideas of like when you can and when you can't do something, based on what you see on the map, or maybe even, it's hard to say. It's like I think there's an idea of what these champions can do, and not what your champion can do, but more like what their champion can do, right? Because I think you know what your champion can do, but I think a lot of times you might be missing opportunities or being surprised by what their champion can do. Wow, that guy just inted. Good stuff. Good job.
Now it's my turn.
Well, you have flash, right? Oh, we're fine. Oh no, no. If you walk away, I think you still die. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. I should probably learn to play more to the limits of my champion.
I think being able to predict what your opponent is going to do is going to help a lot in this case, right? Like, assume they will go on you. How do they do it? I think is a good way to put it, because that would help you with the whole Lucian is surprising you, or the times when you're out of position, right? Or even something like the Aurelia, right, from before. Okay, and you guys want to just sure. Sure. Push this down. Wait, but do you have any questions so far, or just like anything we've seen?
Not at the moment. I'm just I'm very happy about this.
I feel like we need to find some kind of a main thing you can work on, because I'm not really satisfied with the things we've come up with so far. I feel like there's some habits we can help you with, but nothing that will give you such a drastic improvement. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm missing something here. Well, this is definitely part of what we talked about today, but
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing something big here. But maybe we can we know that this is definitely a main idea is what can their champion do to stop you. Okay, so let's just keep watching. Let's keep watching. But you see what I mean, though, right? What are you gonna do if she stuns you or Q into R or anything like that? Right? Are you prepared for a response? If you don't have a response prepared, you want to think it's an automatic loss, because it is, right? If they have a plan and you don't, you're always gonna lose. Well, maybe not always. You might win. You might win on instinct sometimes, but most of the time you're gonna lose. So I think the reason why we're struggling to find things to say is because you do well when it comes to how like what your champion wants to do, right? When it comes to them, you see this? When it comes to their champions, you make a lot of mistakes in the sense that you're too far forward, right? Like here, look at this. You know, how come you don't want to? How come you don't want to walk up here? I guess there's multiple reasons, but
they're able to catch me.
There are more people in like right now. It's 4v3, right? Your Rengar's not here, although maybe he can get here eventually. And they're able to catch you, right? How are they gonna do it? What do you think?
Either Irelia jumps to a minion and gets some CC onto me, or the Silas gets some CC onto me.
Right. I would agree. Maybe the Silas comes after the Aurelia, but this is we can't even solve for Aurelia, right? Is the problem. So, like you saw, how can your team hit this guy? Your whole team is here. How can we stop this? It's like not even possible, right?
No. Yeah.
Look at this. Zillion's like throwing bombs, but you're already dead. And Orianna, if we're playing Orianna here, how do we do anything here? I have no idea. If I'm playing Orianna, I'm like, I don't see any good ultis, right?
No.
So maybe it's an idea of not being safe enough, right? I think it's funny because you go from being pretty safe to like suicidal somehow.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But we're like within engage range when we shouldn't be. Does that make sense? We're engage
Yeah.
range when it's not safe. Like at the inhibitor, for example, we can't get away, or against Lucian, we can't get away, etc., etc. The Lucian was an interesting one because that champion is obnoxious. He can engage, right? But we were seeing it happen with Aurelia and Thresh sometimes. So definitely, I think a main idea, a common theme in your gameplay is this. Okay, this is really good positioning. I like it. Oh, very nice. Good, good. It's like I think you know a lot of times you play really well, and it's just sometimes this happens and it's during a really important time, so you guys lose some. You guys like lose a lot, right?
Yeah, I actually agree. I I feel like that quote up until they're winning oh, yeah.
The
up, un-
Dignitas quote, yeah, up until
yeah,
they're up
up until they
until
lose
they're
they're winning or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I'm just like you don't really make that. You don't make many mistakes, but when you make a mistake, it's like a disaster, you know. Um,
I have no idea where people stand when
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
teleport
This
in.
I was about to say. Okay, so you know where their nexus is?
Yeah.
Draw a line between them and then between the minion and the nexus, or the ward and the nexus. You
Oh,
can pop out right here.
so
So
it's not from where they are. It's where the nexus is.
see that right there, around that circle between what they're teleporting to and the nexus, enemy nexus.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna help a lot. But we should talk about this, I bet. Oh boy, let's talk about this. And this is the other. Okay, so the two main things we talked about were team fighting and getting caught in terms of being in engage range, right? So which one of these is this?
I think this would be the team fighting. I tunnel on Irelia.
Okay,
Or,
yeah,
or,
this is
pe-
the
or
team
perhaps I
fighting.
get caught by her stun, but that just means the rest of the enemy team could follow up. But
Do you remember what the example was for our team fighting one from the other game, the last game?
um, like how I should be aware of how the team fight is going, or
Right. What was the habit that you had that we would like to work on?
I should notice how the team fight is going while I'm like hitting a tank or do something low maintenance.
Right, right. And if you haven't figured it out yet, what should you do? What's the default?
The defensive position.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We want to kite backwards. All right, now watch
Yeah.
this. So why is this important?
Because I orb walk towards the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, you're going into the team fight, right? We need a kite. We need a
Yeah.
kite hard. We need
Yeah.
out of here until proven otherwise. You assume every fight is losing until proven otherwise, right? So it is in fact losing. So, yeah, that's basically what's going on here. Is that we're not kiting for some reason. We need a kite. Like this is so doomed. We need out, and we can't get out if we go this way, right? Oh my god, he ulted. Wait, that was some style points right there, honestly. Yeah, that's basically, you know, it's not the reason why we're skipping past this whole part is because this doesn't matter. Like we shouldn't have been in this spot anyways, right? So, I mean, you're playing this really well. It's just not possible to leave. It's actually just not possible to leave. So, you need a kite, okay? And we don't run forward in a team fight until we know what's going on, all right? And then the other one is make sure we're not getting caught by engage, I think is a good way to put it. Oh, hold up. This is the same thing, right? How do you kill this guy?
um, with a trap or
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, he stepped on that. Oh my, you actually just you made this guy, you tilted the shit out of this guy. You outplayed him so hard. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Jesus. Um I mean, okay, you know, very nice side steps.
But I guess I shouldn't have been in that position
No,
at all.
I think if you think you can do this, um, with like reasonable doubt, I think it's totally fine to go for this, right? With reasonable doubt, right? But I wouldn't do this until I check this first. Like, oh shit, how many people are here and how am I doing this, right? So I don't think. I mean, I think it's you probably could have gone for this and then they could have just left, but then they inted too. So I mean, you play that well. You play that well. See, as long as you're, this is the thing, is that remember the two things we're going over so far are like engage and team fighting, right? So if you think this is winning, you can run forward. What do you need to dodge?
His chains.
His chains. What else?
Does he have any other stuff?
Well, he has a team here, right?
Oh yeah, the hook.
Alright, there's a hook here, and what else?
Yeah, and the Ezreal spells.
Yeah, Ezreal Q. So if you think you can dodge all that, go for it. All right. That's the thing is we just want you to make sure that you're aware that this is the stuff you need to be looking for. All right. You need to pretend that you're the enemy champion. And how would you play this? Wow, that was really wow, that was really unfortunate for Thresh right there. Rengar jumped to his teammate and got on him. That's really funny. I don't think Sylas. Oh, maybe the Sylas. Does Rengar ulti have a what the fuck? Does it have an does it have a ratio? I don't know.
I think it has a small AD ratio.
Spicy. Oh. This is funny. All right, let's just take the Baron. Sure. Yeah. You know why is this really a problem? Do you know?
Why she's a problem?
Yeah.
Because I think she's stronger than our top laner.
How did she get strong?
By me ending.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So that's the thing is that your mistakes aren't many, but when it does happen, it's gonna be a problem, right? Because do you remember what happened last game?
Yeah,
Who was the strong person in that game? Yeah, Graves, right? So very much making sure that our I guess our degree of safety is higher. So whatever you need to come up with it. So like maybe for example, press tab. Have you heard of me talk about like in a team fight, before team fight happens, press tab and make sure you know how they're going to engage on you, right? The specific way they engage on you. If you can beat that, you're good to go. So stuff like they're going to flash on you, or if it's Malphite, it's obviously Malphite ulti, right? Or Thresh flash flay, Lucian's going to dash on you, Jarvan EQ into ulti, right? You know all these, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to make sure none of this happens. Otherwise, you can actually just straight lose a game or put your team at such a disadvantage they can't come back. Yeah, you do not want to walk forward here. No way. Okay? Let's run. Good. You couldn't do anything about that. That was usually your team inting. That's also your team inting. Maybe you can save something here. Probably not, though. That was a really nice net. Well, pretty sure. Oh! You're actually out. Nice. I mean, this is good. This is good to talk about. This is a Caitlyn specific thing. What is this? Let's back it up. I want you to watch your net here, okay? Not bad, right?
No.
So,
I guess.
what happens when you walk up without it, though?
I'm in a very fragile position.
Yeah. So, very much an idea of you can't leave, like on Kalista, okay? So, very much how this kind of like engage idea is really, sometimes there's a problem, sometimes there's not, but there's a habitual problem of you're not making sure you're safe before you walk up, right? So here you have net, there's no problem here. But if you have no net, make sure or no escape tool, or you can't leave for whatever reason, make sure you're not too far forward, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get in there. Nope, never mind. You have no net, so you can't chase. That's fine. Fast forward. I mean, we can definitely still win this game. Bet you're getting a BF sword next, probably.
Yeah, I think I go for the Bloodthirster in this match.
Good. Oh, this Thresh is actually trolling. Man, how do you? This game is real interesting. Oh, I think we see a common trend in terms of the direction you're kiting, right?
Yeah.
I want you to think towards the safest place. Because
Yeah,
yeah, this dude, I don't know why he didn't E auto attack, but or you know maybe he's afraid that your whole team is here. So oh
yeah.
my
I
god,
think my
he's actually dead as fuck. Oh, nice timing.
that
This is
was
also a Caitlyn thing though. Don't press Q in a team fight, but I think don't worry about the mechanics. Okay, we don't care about the mechanics right now. The mechanics aren't losing your games. In fact, I think your mechanics are winning you situations that aren't necessarily in your favor. So it's
oh,
good. The mechanics are a plus for you for sure.
I didn't think so.
I mean, look at your score right now, right? We're 10-4, even though a lot of disasters have happened.
Yeah. But I'm very glad you say that, because I thought it was something I had to work on. So that's a relief.
No, it's good. It's good. If there's mechanical things to talk about, it's this, right? You see this? Why are you kiting in this case and not others? Because it's obvious to you. Now, how do we make it obvious to you in the other cases, right? Default. This is default. This is what I want you to think. This is default every time until proven otherwise. There are too many times you were not doing this when you should have, right? And I think that this is gonna help a lot in terms of making sure you're not dying. So every time you auto attack, step back, and then you can walk forward when it's you know easy clap. Okay, does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. But
And you guys just win,
could
right?
you could you rewind, because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
sure.
think I understood it in this particular situation.
So you're doing it correct here, is what we're trying to say.
Oh, all right. Okay, then I
Yeah.
understood it. Yeah.
This
I,
like
I,
walk back
yeah.
every time. Oh, perfect. So I don't know what happened the other times, but maybe it was you didn't realize it wasn't safe the other times,
Yeah,
right? And you're
yeah.
going
I
forward.
think that's pretty much what happened.
Right. Default is backwards. Default is backwards, right? And let's see this. Let's see this. This Saber game. And I think
This was a very boring game where just I made some very obvious faults, and I just felt like I had zero impact.
okay. Let's see. Wow, this feels bad. Feels bad, man. Why are you staying under tower though?
But yeah, I should have backed here.
It's okay. Sometimes it happens. I'm not gonna be worried about that. I'm more worried about the out of lane stuff, honestly. The in lane stuff we haven't really seen be that crazy. Although the one time you wanted a minion and he was just gonna engage on you, dash on you, right?
Yeah.
That was the only in lane stuff that was a problem. Oh my god! Saber buffs. Damage wasn't reduced, right? When it hit it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh
yeah,
yeah, but
yeah. Oh my lord, that was another juicy Q. You see what I mean by like your mechanics aren't a problem? Look at this, right? Your mechanics are not a problem for sure.
then please skip the next part. I- oh, this is horrible.
This is the fat Q somewhere.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't flash for it. Don't flash for it.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so how did I know you can't flash for this?
You probably either saw the Caitlyn or considered the Iron Shield, or
It's just not clean.
obvious.
Like it's not
Yeah.
guaranteed, right? So
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what it is, but I know that I'm unlikely to kill him with one auto attack. This is unlikely. So oh, and it's just something, and then something. So it feels like something random happened, but in reality, it wasn't clean enough for you to go for this flash, right? So yeah, maybe you have a problem with. I think you might have a habit for flashing for kills when it's not exactly clear. Right? I want you to think it's guaranteed. Like look, like consider it, but don't actually do it. How does that sound? Consider it, but don't actually commit.
Yeah, that sounds like something I should do, because then it'll probably give me the breathing room to only take the good place.
Yes, exactly. That's what happened to me. Is that I would always do this. The first opportunity I saw, I would go in no matter what, and it would work sometimes. So that's why I kept doing it. But then when I watched like Reckless play or Doublelift or something, I'm like, holy shit! Every time they flashed, it was actually just super clean. Nothing went wrong, right? So definitely an idea you could do is make sure that when you actually go for it, 100%, 90% we would say. 10% is like they live with one health. That's bullshit, right? It's okay. In that case, you know, Iron Shield or Heo or whatever, something's happening there for sure. Okay, and then we push this out. Okay, we need a. I mean, If they're gonna Baron, you just push unless you think you can come stop it. And this echo is obnoxious. Can you really fight this guy? I don't think so, right? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would stop him from just killing you there. Or taking out half your health and doing it again. Okay. Sure. Why are you guys chasing?
Oh,
you
I
landed
guess
something, that's why.
Oh.
Oh, and then nope, no go.
Yeah, just step too deep.
Rip. He's just gonna net or flash. Yep. Here's a good thing. Here's good. Okay, so we know this is a habit now. All right. If your team misses something, stop going forward. Right. Watch this. Watch this. How do you guys make something happen here? Mechanically speaking, this guy's asleep, right?
Oh, so like yeah, so to what's the word? Securely burst him, we'll need to connect the Zoe queue. But
yes, exactly. Like securely is what is the key word, like you said. So remember the Graves example. So this is definitely a habit where you keep going, but you haven't satisfied the conditions to keep going. Right? It needs to be clean. Clean, 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 clean. You walk up and hit this guy, he's just gonna walk away, right? You queue this guy, he's gonna walk away. So you need this Zoe queue or you're not doing anything here. But when you saw this miss, or maybe you weren't even paying attention to it, but both of you guys kept going, right? So that's the it's not a problem of you didn't shield or whatever. It was just there was no reason to walk up after we miss. Okay. So you have I think you have a chasing problem too, where just because it's we have even numbers, even numbers doesn't mean chase, right? Advantage means chase. Oh, now your team's really trolling now. You see how like you make small mistakes, or not small mistakes, you make few mistakes, but they give up like barons, or they give up baron opportunities and stuff like that. So that's definitely the big thing that you need to look at, right? Make sure that there's here's a good way to put it. Make sure that there are 0 throws in a sense that you're dying. Okay, we want to see like 0 deaths a game out of lane. And right now there are times where you dying will let your team make a play, but not at this level. That doesn't happen. You shouldn't be dying. You can win the game without dying once. All right. So make sure that you're making sure you're safe, I guess, and not chasing. Okay, I think chasing is becoming a big problem. Because I don't know why they didn't get Baron, but that was easy. That was an easy setup for them. And then now this is a disaster because it's 4v5. Because of what happened earlier. Actually, why are you guys fighting for this? This is a Cloud Dragon, right? What's going on here?
I'm not sure.
I think this might be part of the going with the flow idea.
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't think about the situation here.
Yeah. Okay, so there are 3 habits we can give you. I think that aren't exactly 3 or 4. I think that if you can complete all of these, it'll make your gameplay clean. But it isn't like one thing fixes all. It's like you have a lot of things to work on, which is surprising. So the first is we would say not getting caught. Okay, so making sure you're safe before you walk up and hit things. Like I think on Caitlyn, that was a good example. On Kalista and Caitlyn, you were walking up when it's not safe. I want you to how about this? We don't want you to interact unless it's winning. Like you're kiting it out, or your team has some kind of advantage. But otherwise, you're being super safe. Like I think a good person to watch is Reckless. Watch how he fights. I think it'll help you like infinitely more than watching your replays here, because I don't have any recent examples, but that's exactly how you want to be fighting. Actually, do I have any examples? Actually, yeah, I do have some examples. Let me see. Yeah.
All right. But that's luckily easy accessible. Because he's streaming nowadays, Reckless. So I can
watch his VODs.
Just watch his spots.
Skip towards the team fighting, and then watch how he does it. Right, he's just super safe, extreme safety. And then the second one is I think you just need to stop chasing. All right, you can chase if you have potential to chase. Like if we land this Morgana Q, you can look for it. But the instant something goes wrong, you want to cancel. Okay, that's gonna be your best habit. Is look at the first opportunity to cancel this chase, right? Another one is the situation, the whole situation idea, like the whole going with the flow. Here's how the habit you can build to help with this is you look at the map and you say, what should I do next? What is our team trying to do? And then how should I help our team do that? So in this example, what are those? How do you answer those two questions? What's the first one? What is your team trying to do, and how do you help that?
At this moment, I guess we're trying to do two things: contest the dragon, and so he is de-pushing bot lane.
Right.
But yeah, the four of us are trying to contest the dragon.
And then how do you do this?
With some kind of pick.
Right,
Probably
like,
the easiest way would be with a Zoe bubble.
Right, it's like we can't really do this, right? This is the how can you do this will help you answer, can you do this? So it would be like, oh, let's just try and poke, but it's not happening, let's leave. And you could take Baron Scuttle, for example, or you can be super cheeky, take their camps, right? I don't know, maybe that might be dangerous, but you want to do something productive here, because watching them do it is the opposite of productive, right? If there's no chance you can stop this, we just spam back. When I saw that, I was like, spam back ping. Like, this is not happening, right? It's actually just impossible. So, the only thing you're gonna do here is give up a Baron. So, yeah, you see how like it's going poorly. It's going very poorly, right? Even for a 4v4, but this is 4v5, so you guys auto loss. That's definitely how you can help from just going with the flow and doing whatever your team is doing. Is ask yourself, what are we trying to do, and can we actually do it? Like, what should I do? What does my team try to do? What should I do? Team trying to do some random shit. Let's push mid. Let's push top. Or let's get Baron control. You can do that all by yourself. No problem. Right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. I think it really does. I certainly didn't do anything productive by staring at them doing Drake.
And then here, what's the goal here? This is good. What is the goal here?
Try to contest the Baron, even get them off of it, or
right.
Yeah,
like poke them. So what are you supposed to do here?
Poke with my Q.
Who are you aiming?
I probably should be aiming their squishies.
Yeah, always the backline, right? So
yeah.
In this case, you just try and hit the backline. So who'd you throw the Q at?
Echo and Poppy.
You're like helping them leash, right? You're kind of helping them here. So I mean, hitting the Echo here is not bad, but he dashed into it, right? So
yeah,
you're not gonna hit him here. You want to be aiming this Kaylin. You can get an auto attack reset, right? But you want to make sure that that is your objective. You see how this is gonna help you play the game, right? If you know what you're trying to do, like, oh, we're trying to stop the Baron, or not even trying to stop the Baron, we're trying to kill them while they're taking the Baron, right? We can actually do something here. So definitely an idea you can work on. Coming from the back doesn't make sense though. You're not gonna be able to steal this, right?
No.
Oh no. So yeah, you wanted to just stand here and make them upset, make them try and like hit you, or you see if you can get any free hits off. So, but it's okay. I think if you could just back pinged off that 4v5 at Dragon, none of this could have happened. So it's okay. It's okay. Having a goal in terms of what you're trying to do is gonna help too, I think.
Oh, this was just sad. It's 27 damage on Poppy.
Well, why what would I say here? What do you think?
Or what you'd say, or what you're seeing?
Based on what we talked about, the last like thing. What is the what is your team trying to do? What should you do?
We're trying to just what's it called? Stall the game, turtle. Yeah, and my job should probably be hitting the minions because of Saber's excellent wave clear.
Right, and that's it, right? We're not trying to fight or anything like that because it's a 4v5, right? So I mean, we can hit the Poppy because she's the closest guy, but you're likely to just give up the tower, honestly. And I don't know what's going on, but Nuna's just dying, so you definitely don't want to go forward, right? Okay, I don't know what's going on, but doesn't seem that great. Sure. You don't have any playmaking tools here, so that's fine. Yeah, definitely. The big mistakes are mid game and team fighting. Okay, that's your main area of focus for whatever games you play is work on the mid game and team fighting stuff we talked about. Right? No, the chasing stuff, the walking forward in the team fight stuff, and the what am I supposed to do in this case stuff. Right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Definitely an emphasis on mid game and team fighting is gonna help you the most for sure. Laning is not a problem. Laning is not a problem. Getting caught in team fight and or chasing is gonna be where you lose most of your games, honestly, or lose most of your advantages, right? See how like I know this team fight's like lost, but you see where you're standing in relation to their team. You want to be in the back, right, and not on the side, which is I think is happening a lot of the time. So, and then he's able to just like go from the side, and then you're just doomed here, right? So definitely make sure that you work on these ideas. The habits are look at the map and try and figure out what you're supposed to do next, and then go figure out how to do that. And then you know, the easy way to tell is, you know, how many people do we have? It's 4v5. We need a kite, you know, that kind of stuff. And then don't chase. And in team fights, stay safe before you walk up. Okay, let me see. Actually, let's go through a reckless game together, and I think we can end on that note, because I want to show you examples of what it looks like, so it can actually help you in game. Because you know, when I'm like trying to learn stuff, I don't really. It's not seeing unless it's not believing unless you see it. You know, in my opinion. All right, let's see a good champion here. What's a champion he's playing here? That's I mean, is Nico? I guess Nico's real. Let's not do Nico.
I think she's gonna get nerfed soon.
How about Vayne? What do you think?
I think you can definitely get the principles that you're trying to teach across with Vayne, but I don't really play her that much.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. All we care about is the team fighting idea, the chasing idea, that kind of stuff. Okay, we're in the mid game. Yeah. Perfect. We're in the mid game. Okay, let's watch the fights and how he reacts to situations. You can see okay, right?
Yeah, I see. It's a nice quality.
It needs to be super safe here. The enemy team is missing, right? Gonna clear this. Push this out when he has his team. Now they're getting vision. Oh, trolling here somehow. Oh my god, where did that Kha'Zix come from? Oh, he made a mistake. That's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, well, he kind of did the same thing you did, right? Oh no! Okay, that's a disaster. Enemy team got Baron because of it, but you know, I guess even Reckless makes these mistakes sometimes. That's interesting. I haven't seen him do something like that, and then we like pop out this replay, and this is the first thing we see him do.
It's unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. All right, they actually just lose this game, I bet. Oh, let's watch his team fight. Okay. What was the default there? What did he do immediately? After he hit the Rakan? Check it out.
Oh,
important.
Yeah,
what was the default that we talked about?
He ran back.
Immediately out. You're always immediately out, okay? Until proven otherwise. Otherwise, you're getting flashed down or you're getting cut or something. So
yeah, I could definitely see myself not doing that in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. You see that? What was that?
He tumbled forward, but then as soon as he realized that wasn't the fight wasn't gonna happen, he ran back.
Immediately out, always. This is the default, right? Check it out. He's like trying to make something happen here. He's getting the blade drinking out, but he's always kiting. You see this? Always. Oh, how did we kill this Kha'Zix? Because it looked like magic, but he's kiting, and then Kha'Zix tried to kill him. So, oh, that's the default. That's like if there's a mechanical tip you need, it's this. You're always kiting, okay? Until proven otherwise. Okay, this is proven otherwise, right? This is just this is 4v1, right? So you can do whatever you want here, or maybe not whatever you want, but you can play more relaxed. You don't really have to do anything crazy. But remember, the default is always kiting. Wow, they can actually come back in this game. Watch this. You see how far away he's standing, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to walk up to hit the minions.
Flash,
yes, exactly.
Rune Prison.
Exactly. This comes first. making sure you don't get caught is the #1 priority. Okay, and then you can try and like hit minions or help team fight or whatever. But oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
immediately out.
That was sweet. Yeah.
Always. Like if you want to make plays, this is how you do it. You don't run at them. You get them to run at you, right? And then this game is just lost. Honestly, he's just gonna get one auto attack. He's dead. Oh, he's trying so hard, but he's just dead. All right.
Yeah.
Let's watch a different one.
His mechanics are so great too.
Is Kai'Sa good? Oh, this is good. He has 11 kills. I mean, I guess. All right, let's watch this. This is gonna be a good team fight, right? Okay, we're in the mid game. Let's watch these fights. I think the fights are really interacting with the enemy champion is your problem, for sure. Okay, it's the whole sometimes you try and interact when you shouldn't, like when you're chasing, and sometimes you're walking up to try and hit them when you're gonna get caught, right? That's the stuff we are looking for. We need to, let's skip them taking this tower and this dragon. Okay, let's go top. Perfect. Okay, let's watch this. That's definitely not a good ulti yet.
No, he's not doing it.
No. Remember, it has to be clean, right? So remember how we're like talking about flash and stuff. Is this guaranteed? I don't see it yet, right? So, oh, Lissandra's trolling. See, you can't ulti that Galio because he doesn't have Q, right? Remember, you always hold on to it. Always just wait. Oh, that was a little bit too early, I think. But
he's a man.
He thought it was okay. I thought it was a little early, so it got a little close there. Woo! He's okay though.
Yeah, he had to use his sums though.
I probably would have waited, but whatever. He knows more than me for sure.
He's fat.
That was nice. I mean, you can do all that, right? Fast forward. We're really looking to develop your team fighting habits, like immediately kiting, and making sure you're safe before you try and do anything, right? Those are the main habits we want you to be working on, for sure. Okay, let's watch this.
Yeah,
oh,
so
Alex free.
To make sure that I'm safe, I should be better at interacting with the other champions.
Yeah, very much an idea of he has a specific ability that will kill you. Can you stop it? If not, don't walk up. So like Lucian would be just damage. He's gonna dash on you, for example, and you walked up and you died. Right? In this case, does Kayle have anything?
Not. I'm not sure about the new Kayle, but I don't think so. Like, she can stall the fight a bit, but she has damage.
Yeah, she doesn't. If she hits you, she doesn't have anything that will kill you if it hits you, right? What about Elise?
The cocoon.
So if he uses cocoon, you can do whatever you want, right? So you use cocoon, so Reckless can fight, for example. But you see how like cautious he's playing, right? Does he ever run at them at any point?
No, he doesn't.
No. Always very small steps forward and or backwards, right? That's what I want your new default to be. Okay, it's just like Reckless. He's gonna W him, by the way. Oh, show me the snipe. Oh, 1 HP.
That's 1 HP. Yeah.
Fine, it's fine. Okay, and then we go home. Okay, show me more fights. That's all we care about. Okay, here we go. Mid-game interactions. Oh, spooky. Oh, he almost got caught there.
Yeah.
Okay. He knew it was coming though. That's funny. Okay. Oh, watch this. He's just trying to debate. Okay, he has heal, no problem. That's an ulti in 2 seconds. Okay, he's got it. Oh, seems good. This is the most important part. The physical habits, right? Which direction is he running? Always back, right?
Yeah.
Always back. He ran forward just to see if he can get the red buff stack on him, right? But the instant that Syndra flashed, you saw him turn around, right? Always back is your default. That's like if there's any one thing that will help you the most to give you the fastest results is this. Backwards first. And don't chase. I don't know why you're chasing, but I think a lot of times you're chasing too. Don't do that. Those are the easy fixes. Again, inhibitor. Okay, let's watch this. I mean, now he can do some crazy things now that he's strong. Oof. Okay. He's just insanely fed.
Yeah.
You see that kill on Syndra there soon, maybe?
No.
Oh, he can't do it.
Oh.
He tried to do it, but it was not possible.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill maybe. Oh. Nope. He's not looking for it. Alright, sure. Oh.
What do you think of Kai'Sa in solo queue at the moment with this new
I would not pick Kai'Sa.
100 AD build?
I don't think it's very good in solo queue. Well, he's just dead here. Alright, let's watch another one. Let's watch another good one, and I think we'll call it a day. Any questions so far, by the way?
Not related to this, but I would like a clear thought process of like when you get the first turret, because I think I'd like to play some more Caitlyn. And when you get the first turret, should you and maybe even the second turret, is it even a good idea to swap mid if you have something like Sireth just clearing the waves?
You can siege. You go mid after you push out the side lane, and then you spend however much time to siege with Xerath, and then go back to pushing side lane, and then come back. So every time you chip away at the tower or the HP, right? And that way you can get something done, if that makes any sense. You don't just stand with. Let's say you stand with him for a wave, and then nothing happens. You can't just stay there, right?
All right, and then I should return to the side lane.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, your Xerath is not going to side lane. No. Yeah. Unless for some reason your team demands it. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
but like if it were to be like an echo or something, then I should ask him to go to the side lane.
Yeah, unless you think he's better off mid because you can press Q. So.
All right.
And let me see. Are any of these games good? I mean, this is a Saber game. What happened here? What happened to the Saber game? Oh, open mid or something. I don't know. Disaster. What's going on in these games? He's feeding. Reckless, please show us something good. Yeah, I guess this game is not bad. Is it bad? Disaster.
Just a Saber specific question.
Yeah.
Because I noticed on pro builds that sometimes they go for the lethal tempo and other times they go for the fleet footwork.
If you can get away with it in lane, you can go lethal tempo if you want.
All right. Yeah. So like you wouldn't do it against Caitlyn Karma, but perhaps against.
No. Yeah, you're gonna be upset.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll pick for lane for sure. He didn't have any good games today, I guess. Okay, well, let's watch this. Skip to the mid game. Here we go. Sure. I think an important thing is don't force interactions. Like, don't try and I mean, I don't even think you're like forcing interactions except when you're chasing. I think you're just in range of what they can do and you don't notice. So make sure you know how they're trying to catch you is a good way to put it. Okay, and you gotta be super paranoid. Because the thing when you get caught, it has your team suddenly is losing.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good point. A very good observation, because I used to be higher elo in season 3 and such, and I actually, now that you're saying it, remember that I had this feeling of what every champion was capable of doing, and I'm not really had that feeling since I started playing again.
Right. Sometimes sometimes it happens where you forget or you're not thinking as well, but definitely try and make it a habit, right? Of paying attention to what exactly is gonna attack you, and then make sure you account for it, right? I mean, this is pretty easy, I guess. They have zero things that can kill him.
Yeah, I just don't get how you have an impact on Vayne. I'm so bad at that champion.
Yeah, this champion's hard. Wait, did he just win? What's going on here? These games are pretty troll. Oh, he doesn't have to do anything here except hit the closest guy, right? Nice. Like, you don't really, I mean, no one really has a problem when their team is winning, right? I think you more have a problem when it's like an even state and you're chasing, or you're at a disadvantage and you try and like contest the dragon or something, right? Mid game and team fights is all we care about for you to work on. So Oh, trolling. Check it out.
that
Definitely
looks like
trolling.
something I could do.
Tumble first is trolling. No.
Oh yeah, I just saw a Vayne review we did where you said that.
No, he tried to condemn the Rengar, but it didn't work. Oh my god, that's a disaster. All right. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's kind of funny. All right, I guess they just win though. Okay, whatever. This game is pretty troll, but I hope that the other game with the Kaisa helped, where he immediately ran, right? Immediately
Yeah.
start. Always kite. Always kite. Kite is the default. That helps your 5v5 team fight. 4v5, make sure you're not doing 4v5. Okay. So look at the map and make sure you know what you're supposed to do. And then, in general, stay safe and don't get caught. I think you'll just do a lot better. Like you just need to. I think it's less about. I don't even know. You're just like in positions where they engage on you, and I'm just like, I don't know how you got there. You just need to make sure you're staying far back and trying to not interact unless you have a reason to. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll probably lead to me doing less brain farts.
And don't chase. So any last questions? I guess.
Just I don't know, a funny one. Do you think that I could be able to hit master this season?
It depends on how well you can work on these ideas and or other ideas you come up with, right? It's always about like, can you build consistency? Like the whole Flash idea, right? That was just like, today we're like, hey, you want to make sure you're consistent with your flashes, and the players at Masters and Challenger, they've already done that stuff. They're already done with that stuff. You know what I mean? They're already consistent with those kinds of ideas, or maybe other ideas. Like for example, when I was like, oh, don't flash here, I knew instinctively that it wasn't gonna work because I've done it over and over and over again. That's the stuff you are working on now. So I mean, if you can get to that point, for sure you would be Masters, but you need to make sure everything becomes consistent. So it's a matter of improving everything to the point where you're good to go. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I feel it does.
Yeah, work on these parts, and then you'll have other things to work on once you finish these. So it depends on how fast you can work on these, or how much you can focus in game on improving these ideas. So yeah, really depends. Really depends. I mean, it's definitely doable. We're already diamond, so it's not like we're trying to go from gold to masters or anything like that. You just need to get to the mid, diamond 3, diamond 2, and then diamond 1, and then masters. So we have a few steps.
Yeah, I get that.
All right. Anything else?
Not really. Not other than thank you very much, Saber.
Okay.
This has been very informative, and I'm very pleasantly surprised with how well the coaching was.
Good to hear.
I think you're very intelligent about the game, and that was also why I chose you.
Thank you. I wish I could say I'm smart about the game, but I'm not so sure about that one. So
Well, at least as a teacher, when
true.
you watch other coaching videos like Ellis, he just flames the children and makes them cry for 45 minutes. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't seem that helpful. I like your method more.
Thank you. Me too. That's why I do this kind of way, I guess.
A very pleasant experience.
Yeah, let me know how the games are going for sure. And if there are mechanical errors, don't worry about it. All right, that's definitely not your main focus. So, but yeah, other than that, good luck in your games, man.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
How they're going. Yeah, you too. Let me know how they're going. Okay.
I will. Bye.
Bye.